I didn't ask life to go through an awakening process. It just happened by itself. And to me it happened after, or accelerated very much after a few years of intense meditation. So I practiced Kriya Yoga meditation, and that did a lot to my spiritual development. And it started what I now realize was an awakening process. I didn't realize at the time, but looking back now and seeing other friends entering that domain or process, it's like, wow, that's what happened to me 10 years ago. Almost killing myself out of desperation of all the intense bad feelings I experienced. And the reason I'm making this video is I know from the bottom of my heart how extremely painful it is. And I promise myself, lying in bed and just, if I survive this, I promise to you, God, or whatever's there, I will do my best to help others who are going through this. So it took me probably 10 years to realize that, but here I am, wanting to share how it is to go through this process of hell. Although the outcome and what's on the other side, although I don't feel I'm on the other side of things, I feel that my life is moving in a very good direction in terms of the connection I feel inside of myself. So hopefully this can be helpful to you going through the same process. And how do you know you're in an awakening process? Well, to me it started, yes, there's all this getting connection with something bigger and all the kind of mystical or spiritual side of things. And I've found healing powers, psychic, and a lot of stuff happening. But to me, what overshadowed it was the deep, deep, deep depression and bad feelings just for years, like a tsunami just washing over me on a daily basis. It's like, oh my God, here it comes again. And it just felt so insanely painful. So that is one sure sign that you're just plowing through hell. You don't need to check in, am I plowing through hell? You will know. You know for sure that you're plowing through hell. And what to me was the strangest part, I had everything. I was not a millionaire or anything, but I had a decent job, which I loved. I had a daughter on her way, meaning my wife was pregnant, good friends, I had so much, all I could wish for in life. And that made it so confusing to me. Like, how the fuck can I be so unsatisfied with life? I have everything. But I can see in hindsight, if that's the English word, I was doing a lot of meditation, Kriya Yoga meditation, and I had this really, I don't know what you call it, spiritual inquiry or curiosity. And then I was partying, I was having long hair, and I was just... These two parts didn't go too well together. And I'm not saying that was the cause of the depression, but I suspected that this newfound side inside of me, oh, there's more to me than just the ego and personality. And then the old life, they just crashed like hell. And I think that was part of it. And I remember having a year off with paid salary. This is a Norwegian thing, I'm not going to explain it, but it's beautiful. So I had a year with full salary, and instead of spending time with my family and even more time to the spiritual side, I decided to double down on my first company I started. So, in other words, my ego was still running my life. So, I think that was a big part of it. And the second sign is, by the way, all of these signs go together in my experience, but the second thing is, you're really longing for more meaning in your life. you might have a successful job. You have so much in your life, but you still have this inkling or full-blown realization like, I want more meaning. And to me, where I am now, I'm combining my talent and resources and experience with something that is meaningful. For example, I'm part or responsible for the marketing side of Kriya Yoga here in Norway. And Kriya Yoga has meant so much for my life. So adding my skills and ability into that project where other people has the potential to find it and practice it and experience the benefits from it, that is like really meaningful to me. And I can use my old skills, because when I went through this process, I was like, fuck marketing, I don't want to do this, I want to do something completely new, I just want to coach people. And while there are some truths to that, I still feel it would be a waste if I just throw 15 years of digital marketing in the garbage and just said, screw that, I want to do something completely new. So I don't think it's necessary to just throw your entire life in the garbage and start completely anew, but I think you will see that once your level of consciousness go up, you wanna do what you have done in a different and more enlightening way, maybe. At least that's my experience. The third thing that comes to mind is I'm still, what do you say, or how to say it? It's so weird that I know so little about my future. It's not a clear path like the next few years is just carved in stones. It feels way more in the moment, alive, and getting more comfortable for me, not knowing where my life is headed, but I have some hints and directions, and I have some projects that give me meaning. But I think this is something I see in many other people who are going through the similar process, that you know way much or way less about your future life than what we're used to. And you know, coming from the educational system, you go in third grade, you know what's happening in fourth grade, you know, it's been very, how do you say, like a highway. Here is the direction. And once you say, fuck that, I want to go my own direction, you're plowing into a different kind of environment than at least what I have been used to. So that's just more the nature of life, I feel. You know, I'm very close to 40 now, and I see that this idea of that I know what's going to happen in my life is just a complete illusion. I didn't ask to go through this process. I was not a very open-minded person in terms of spirituality and God and all this stuff, meditation. You couldn't talk to me about this stuff 15 years ago. I would just turn around and move away from you. So I guess I don't know that much about the future of life, and I don't think most of us actually do. And there's some kind of liberation to that. Some anxiety can just exit my body, and I can start to trust that the same intelligence that created the universe, making the world spin in a perfect, I don't know if it's 9-degree or whatever it is, that the same intelligence has the capacity to facilitate a good life for me. Yes. And then the next last one, you know, you want more freedom in your life. I don't know anyone who has gone through this process and it's like, I don't need freedom, I can just work 8 to 4 and just grind. That should probably be the first sign, I guess, but once you unlock more of your capacity, you find that the existing 8 to 4 existing companies most likely don't have that position for you. Oh, you're waking up, you're more conscious. Well, here's the role for you. I haven't found any job like that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but to me, the easiest way to go about it is to create my own business, being an entrepreneur. And I guess it could be for you also. And yeah, you know, I just really enjoy my life, coming from a very hectic life for many, many years, probably most of my life. Hectic, a lot of social events and work, overtime, traveling, you name it. To now just have a calendar that has way more space in it. I wake up, I don't have a lot of things to do in the morning, so I can do my morning ritual even though I have a young daughter. And that means so much to me. It feels like a richness, like a new discovered richness, that I have time. Because when I look around, I don't know which country you are from, but at least here in Norway, I don't see many people having a lot of time. So freeing myself to just feel like I have to run, to just lean back and relax and be more conscious of what I'm saying yes to and no to, is just a newfound richness for me. All right. And the last one, and this one, it could be an Instagram quote, cliche, whatever, you know, but you're starting to see that materialistic pleasure or achievements is not going to bring you the lasting satisfaction you're longing for. And to me, this is radical. I mean, if you've been into the 3 principles community, thought create reality, there is no reality that beam us any feelings. But some of my mentors here see this, has this realization that, oh my God, it's the other way around. So this is something I've experienced more and more and more, that when I'm hunting for more income, or even though I had it, it doesn't feel like the way I imagined it would feel, which is a very intelligent signal, like my wisdom is saying, this is not what you're looking for. Relax that search or desperation to earn more money. It's inside of me. And that also frees up a lot of anxiety, a lot of energy that I spend trying to achieve, trying to get that money, that status, success, whatever, to fulfill me up. But now I realized, oh, it's a connection with myself that nothing in the outside world can compete with. Not even my daughter, not my wife, not my friends. All these things are beautiful. Don't misunderstand me. It's beautiful at times. But there's no longing satisfaction there. And I think that is very radical to say. But that feels like truth to me. My soul knows that I'm not here just to be trapped in the outside world. I'm here to experience who I really am. What is my connection with life, and what and how can I serve humanity from my heart? So I would love to hear how this resonates with you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out.